This episode of Nothing But Raiders podcast is sponsored by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the #1 platform to browse, discover, and experience the best events in town, and all in the palm of your hand. From heart-pounding concerts that can make you dance to nail-biting sports games that can keep you on the edge of your seat, SeatGeek has it all. From exclusive deals and personalized recommendations tailored just for you. Use our promo code SRT and get $20 off your first purchase. So join the movement. SeatGeek. Get up, get out, and get tickets. This I decided not to wear a hat today, fellas. I decided not to wear a hat today.
Oh, that means Darian on demon time today.
Oh yeah,
I'm on demon time.
I'm on demon time today, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I am. I'm trying to fix this. I don't know what these layouts be doing, man. I be editing them and doing all the extra. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, I'm on. I would put the coach's hat on, but I would think I'm gonna wait until we watch that all 22 film that I'm going to share on this screen in a little bit. But we back with episode 35 of Nothing But Raiders podcast, and we have a special guest that be on the Nothing But Raiders podcast on Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Commitment to Excellence podcast. I have my guy Willie in the building. What is going on, my guy? You finally on here with Protect the Shield and Cheeto Liners. What is up, man?
Yo, what's good, up, man? What's good? Thank you for having me on, bro.
finally able to have you on with the rest of the guys. I know that they see us do the Commitment to Exit podcast on Fridays, and I know Chris be doing his fan talk Fridays. That's definitely right after we do our show, and we just all over the place. We just all over the place. We just be rocking out, man.
I love it. Strong network, man. Nice meeting you, though, boss.
Yes, sir. Sure. Yes, sir. Raider fans are the illest.
We are, but Chris, I got a question for you, bro. Did you buy that ticket yet?
Huh?
Did you buy that ticket yet?
Oh, Miami?
No. Did you buy the Josh McDaniels ticket yet?
I bought it, but I ain't getting on the train yet. You know what I'm saying? But I did buy it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got on the train yet. I'm still holding out to see, man. But the ticket is bought.
Okay. The ticket is bought. I wanted to get that out the way because we know that you're a bit advocate for Josh McDaniels, and
I am.
I wanted to get your opinions on the whole situation of this game that happened Sunday night. Y'all know I did a lot of play-by-play reactions. Y'all know how I went with that. I went crazy on that play-by-play reactions. I went crazy, but I would like to hear y'all thoughts about it. Whoever want to go first, I want to hear y'all thoughts on how y'all felt. Matter of fact, no. Linus, you was there in the building, bro. You were there in the building. You was there the whole weekend with Oos Nation. Shout out to Oos Nation. So I would love to hear from you real quick, but I want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat so far. To T Sweezy, Anthony Estrada, Real Men Are Raiders, Charles Washington, MC Raider, Malik Milka Beezy. What's going on, my guy? What's going on, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in. But Cheeto Linus, let us know the experience and how you felt the whole weekend with the Las Vegas Raiders in the home opener. Let us know about that, man.
Man, brother, I'll just say this. Shout out to Station because it started off fucking awesome on Friday. Kicking it out to Orleans to the lounge, meeting all the Raider content creators. Just to see other people out there, it was cool, you know. Saturday night, kicking it with Raider Nation Wrecking Crew and the Oos Nation at the club. They were singing their songs. They had Big Mountain out there. We was having a good time, bro. The parking lot was popping. I saw more tailgates this time, more people popping up, which was cool because normally a lot of people in Vegas just go to the game. They don't come out for the tailgate. So it was cool to see that many people out there. And then we walk into the stadium.
Then it all changed.
You know what? It did. I'm not even
Then
gonna
the
lie.
shit got real.
It didn't change. It didn't change.
I need to go get my Raiders hat because now all
Yeah.
three of y'all have a Raiders hat on. I feel like so Cheeto Liners, keep talking. I'm gonna go get my Raiders hat real quick.
It didn't change.
I knew he wasn't gonna stay on Demon Time. I knew it.
Yeah. But I will say this, bro. Like seeing the way our offense runs was fucking crazy to me in person because you see how slow it is. The tempo's not there. The urgency ain't there. And I think that's what pissed me off the most because we came out and the defense was doing their thing in the beginning, and that got me so fucking excited, especially being there with a bunch of Steeler fans, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I know in my video I said it was 50-50. It was 50-50, like where I was sitting.
I told y'all a month ago what that Steeler game was gonna look like. I told y'all.
We were loud just as they were. The problem was we didn't have shit to be loud about, if that makes sense. They had more shit to be loud about, which is why I was so pissed off that motherfucker went for the field goal on that last fourth down. Because I'm telling you, we had the fucking momentum. The whole stadium can feel that shit. The Steeler fans were like, oh shit, here they fucking go. They're going to blow this shit. And then fucking, even after that first fourth down, where they got the penalty, remember, and we got another chance. They're like, oh, now they're really going to fucking tie this game. And we're going to go to overtime and lose. And me and my homie were like, fuck yeah, we are. And then we get to fourth down, and this motherfucker kicks a field goal. Like, the energy went like, you're kidding me, bro. Like, at that point, we had nothing other choice but to, like, get loud for the defense. Hopefully, they would stop them. But, man, it was just wild, like, to see a lot of the decisions that were made in that game, because it wasn't just that one, you know? It wasn't just that one. To see the misplays, see Marcus Peters drop a clear pick six interception, that would have given us another fucking reason to yell and get that stadium going. But it's like every time we had a chance to, we didn't. There was either a dumbass penalty or something stupid, and it was just like, man, they didn't give us a chance to get into that game with them for real. Not until the very end, you know? Not until the very end where we thought we were coming back, and then once they kicked that field goal, we were all like, man, that's it. Like, they ain't gonna do it. And it was cool, though. But I'll say this, though. As much as shit's going on right now on the internet about the Raiders and the fans and shit like that, like, I will still fucking go support my fucking team. I did it in Oakland when we were fucking 2-3 win team, and I will do it. I will do it even here, you know, because that's just what I do. I don't care. I'll get together with people, find cheaper ways to do it. You know, there's always a way. I was always support my team, but was I fucking mad after that? Hell yeah, it was, because we had that game. We should not have lost to that team the way our defense was holding them, because they could have blown us out. They could have literally blown us out if the defense didn't hold them the field goals, bro. That was ridiculous.
And you don't want to know what's crazy before anybody else go? The Pittsburgh Steelers was worse in the league against the run. And it was the worst offense in football going into week 3.
They wanted to fire. The dudes behind us kept chatting about wanting to fire the coordinator. Yeah.
Oh my God. Like even the guys that I know called the Still Twins on YouTube, they had a poster on a live play-by-play saying fire Canada, his offensive coordinator. They wanted to fire the offensive coordinator of how bad he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah. I gotta say this real quick before anybody else go. George Pickens didn't really go off on us. Like our receiver core didn't go off. Like they had Allen Robinson, they had the one pass by Calvin Austin III and George Pickens. They really couldn't move. Like honestly, me and Willie talk about it so much how the defense needs to show up. The defense finally shows up, even though Marcus Peters dropped the pick six. I think that would have changed the whole momentum of the game. The offense didn't show up this time. So Chris or Willie, which one of y'all want to go? And, you know, I just wanted to throw my little 2 parts in there.
I can go, man. So basically, you know, from my viewpoint, you know, I had a chance to kind of take a step back and really dissect kind of what happened. So at the end of the day, man, we've been calling for the defense, you know, the defense stepping up. And they did that. And this reminds me of a couple games last year where it was like the defense did enough for us to win, and our offense just shit the bed. And then that's what happened this game. You know, they just shit the bed. They didn't. Like honestly, what pissed me off the most was just the lack of tempo, the lack of sense of urgency when you're down. And it's like we never had that like killer mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have that Kobe in us. Like let's finish them or let's be aggressive. I mean, now again, like I said, I'm not on the whole fire Josh McDaniels train yet, but I did buy my ticket. But I think, I mean, there's a lot about him that, you know, pissed me off that game, you know, especially that, you know, kicking that field goal, not going for it. But then he also has some good ass, you know, ballsy calls, man, like that 4th and 1 going deep, you know, little stuff like that. Like he had some good play calls. And honestly, if you really, and I know we're going to look at the all 22, you know, there's a lot of plays that he had where there was guys wide open. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as much as we hate Josh, well, you guys hate Josh. I mean, we got to look at the big picture, man. There's a lot of stuff that, you know, when there's guys running downfield open, you know, that is a player execution problem. And we had that same thing last year with our previous quarterback. It's like there's guys open. Like, what do we got to do to figure out how to have better reads? You know, are you guys not fully prepared? Now, if you guys aren't fully prepared coming into the game, that is a coaching issue as well. But you know, for as much money as we got allocated to this daggone offense, you know, 4th and 4 to tie up the game, you got to go for it, man, because our defense isn't made to win these games. Our defense, just according to what the money that we've allocated towards them, they're just supposed to bend and not break. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we don't have the defense that's going to get pick sixes and take them to the crib and all that stuff. But we got to put this team on our offense's back and do it. And he had the chance to make a statement in that 4th quarter, and he didn't do it. He failed incredibly. And again, coming from somebody that wants to see him do well, I'm very disappointed in that call, man, because if you're the genius that everyone thinks you used to be, you know, you got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. So, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at, man. Again, I'm not fully off the, you know, I'm not on the deep end like everyone else, but I'm close, man.
Willie, take the floor, man. I know you couldn't wait till Friday to talk your talk, but I would love to get a preview of what you got to say on Friday. I would love to get that preview.
Yeah, and first of all, shout out to everybody in the chat for real. Like I said in the intro when I first came on, you know, Raider fans, we are the illest, and you have to have a special personality to be hashtag Raider Nation. But let me say this: I want to address a couple things that the guys have already spoke on. Number one, when you talked about being in going to Oakland, right? And being there in Vegas with those terrible towels. There's no home field advantage in Vegas. Not a single solitary one. And the fact is that it doesn't matter how bad our team has been when we were in Oakland, you would not have seen that type of ratio of Steeler fans to Raider fans if this game was played in the town. I can guarantee.
Steeler fans, yes, they travel.
Steeler
fans did. I've seen them do that in Oakland.
But I understand that, but not to this degree. Not to this degree.
No, I agree there. Yeah,
not to this degree, because it's Vegas, and not so much because of our team, because it's Vegas, and these teams don't play in Vegas all that often. This is the first time the Steelers have been there. You know, New Orleans was there in the 2020 season. So when these teams travel like this, and they don't normally play the Raiders, whether we were in Oakland or LA or now in Vegas, since it's Vegas, guess what? They're gonna saddle up and they're gonna ride out there for real. And then the second thing is Josh McFraud. I was never a fan of his as the hire. Never. What did he? What? Besides from being a coordinator and the fact that he had arguably the greatest quarterback that we've ever seen at the position, the most important position on probably in sports. What about that dude showed us that he was ready for this position? We saw what happened in Denver. We've seen offensive coordinators that are the elite, if you will, come into a situation like this and just fall flat on their faces. And if this were a more well put together organization from a standpoint of personnel and theater as well as culture, then it might have been a little bit of a better fit. But Josh McDaniels coming in off of really what he did in New England after the failures in Denver, I was never a fan of the hire. And then the third thing is this. You know, we're gonna talk about this on Friday because I got another special segment for us on Friday. And the call to not go for the touchdown or try to get the first down on fourth and whatever it was one of the worst calls of the weekend. I mean, it was really one of the worst calls of the weekend. How in the world? Now, I'll give it up. The defense played reasonably well, right? Marcus Peters, dude, you got to make that catch. That's the thing that you talked about yourself about when you were in Kansas City, about how you played like trash and got beat like a bass drum that day. I forgot what game it was. But to make that call or to not go for it after you kick the field goal, right? And then we get the flag for leverage. That was the same drive, wasn't it? Yeah, so think about it. You get the free 15 yards. You get closer to where you need to be, but time has come off the clock during that span. So are you really saying to Patrick Graham, who I absolutely cannot stand too, you're really saying to Patrick Graham, I'm going to trust you in this defense to get one stop against this team? They showed us what they did. They showed what they did last year to us in Pittsburgh. So it was a head scratcher all the way around. And again, it's the narcotic that is the Oakland / Los Angeles / Las Vegas Raiders that has us in this tiff like this.
Everybody got what they needed to say because
we forgot one person though. We forgot one person.
Who?
Motherfucking Jimmy G. I don't give a fuck if this game was on the road. But his interceptions were fucking stupid. The whole game he was playing with fire, bro. And my homie was saying it. Watch, they're gonna pick it off. And
if you watch my reaction Monday, today, let me tell y'all something, man. Willie, I understand that you know this defense is not as great, but the Marcus Peters pick six would have changed the whole momentum of the game if we would have had the pick six there. Yeah. Let's just make that very clear. One thing I can say, Najee Harris and Jalen Warren are two good running backs for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we shut that down. I don't think they really ran the ball effectively on us. Even though we have terrible defensive tackles, we still held our ground in that situation. Marcus Peters as a corner. When do you ever see Marcus Peters blitz and get tackles in the backfield in his career? We don't see that.
He played a good game besides the one big
besides the drop.
Yeah, besides that drop and that big play they gave up.
I think in coverage, I think the defense was just on the field too long. By the time we got to the fourth quarter, we were burnt out because our offense could not stay on the field where the most of our money is at. Now, I'm going to tell you all this right now. When we watched this all 22, because I started watching it before this live started, this offensive line can't move shit.
Mm-hmm.
They move nothing.
Oh, they got killed. They got
from a run block standpoint. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Mm-hmm. Even a pass blocking standpoint.
I'm not mad at their pass blocking. Honestly,
they let Watt in by himself one time, bro.
But 44 dropbacks, man, against arguably a top three. I mean,
but that's what I'm getting to. Jimmy G is not a quarterback you throw the ball 44 times.
Absolutely.
He's not. And I said this on Reaction Monday. We ran the ball only 19 times, and then when we did start to get a running game, we was in up tempo. Oh, hello.
Exactly. That's it right there. That's it right there.
Here.
That's it.
And why you just couldn't keep going with the up tempo? Me personally, the whole fourth quarter should have been up tempo. For real,
it should have been. They were hella slow the whole fourth quarter.
That pissed me off, man.
From the fourth quarter on.
Yeah. I gotta move my finger like, let's fucking go, bro. Let's fucking go. There was no urgency.
McDaniels love these methodical, long-ass drives to wear defense down, but we're down right now. We need to score, and we've been struggling to score the last 3 weeks.
You can only be methodical when you got a run game. If you ain't got a running game, you really can't be methodical, really. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
But I'm saying from this team, it was no sense of urgency at all. There was no sense of urgency. It felt like, is that me? But did it look like the defense had more energy than the goddamn offense for the first time that I've seen in a while?
Yeah, I was not mad at the defense, bro. Other than that one big play they gave up, they fucking did their thing.
Yeah. I mean, Marcus Peters just got burnt from the line. That was just it.
And you saw it, like that dude run up the middle and like fuck.
I think he thought he had
F's
over the top leverage with
he thought he had inside
with Marcus Epps.
Yeah.
Okay, but
thought Epps had him.
It's so many things that I can dissect in this game. And I'm not really worried about the fans because I was not surprised that Steelers fans was going to be in the building. I'm not surprised every week when it comes to the playing in Las Vegas, it's going to be more fans there in Las Vegas than it is our own fans because people ain't going to pay money for a product of putting all that investment into our offense to not score 20 points. Even though the Broncos got their ass whipped, they scored 20 points.
They scored 20
points. That's what I'm saying. They got their ass handed to them, but majority outside of the Washington Commanders, every team in the league damn near scored 20 points, at least.
The Cowboys didn't.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
We got 18, but still. But outside the Washington Commanders, damn near everybody scored 20 points. Something has to give when it comes to Hunter Renfrow, or it has to come to these tight ends getting involved. What was the point?
They be open. Hey, Darren, they be open.
What was the point of going getting Tucker in the third round and you're not going to utilize them?
But they be open though. When we watch there's plays that they're open.
You'll see one play where Michael Mayer was open in the end zone.
Yeah, they're open, man.
But Jimmy had someone up in his face and he couldn't get him the ball.
So it's like, whose fault is that? I mean, again, it's not only one person's fault. Like, I'm never going to be that burnt. I'm never going to say, because this is the ultimate team sport, and I'm not going to say it's all Jimmy's fault. But Jimmy got to step it up, man. But I as much as I want to just kick McDaniels while he's down, there's plays drawing up where there are guys wide open.
And there were, you're right, they were. And this is what we talked about last week, Chris, too, and also about us being one fucking dimensional right now because we can't run the ball.
Right.
We can't run the ball. Like, if we said amongst us, bro, by week 3, Jacobs would only have 104 yards total rushing on 48 carries,
I'd be like, bullshit.
Right?
Yeah,
48 fucking carries, 104 yards, and he's only averaging 2.4 yards a carry.
He did have some nice runs in this game, but the thing is that there's no consistency, there's no urgency, and maybe it's because this line, for whatever reason, just simply forgot how to run block. I don't know.
It seems like this season, that's what they forgot.
Yeah, exactly.
This season, like we went into this week, giving up 0 sacks, right?
That's a sole reason why I was like, okay, eventually this thing's going to work because this is virtually the same line as last year besides the right guard. And I'm like, okay, JJ was offered, the offseason in the camp or whatever. Okay, give them a couple weeks and it's going to be okay. So I'm thinking to myself, last year, I was worried about the pass block. That's what scared me. And I'm like, this year, the pass block is
better than it was last year.
It meets expectations for the most part. It meets expectations. So my thing is, it's only a matter of time before them boys get it back. But it's like, until that happens, we're in trouble, man. We're in trouble. Now if we get to the point where that Josh becomes a real threat and they're really scared of the play action and stuff like that, then we can start cooking, because then Michael Mayer and Renfro can, that middle will be open. Right. But it's so many different layers to that onion you got to peel back, because can Jimmy find the right guy? Like, that's the reason I was excited, because when we first got Jimmy, I wasn't too hype about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't excite me. Like, I was one of the guys who was like, fuck it, give Stiddy another chance.
Right. We talked about that shit.
That was me. Like,
dead ass. I was with you on that one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, but then everyone kept telling me, oh, well, Jimmy's efficient. Jimmy's not going to turn the ball over. He's good. He can manage it. And that's exactly what Jimmy's not doing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So much
like,
pressure in his face.
But my thing is, take the sack and live another day.
Right. Yeah, he threw that second interception that he threw.
For what? Yeah.
Reminded me of the same one that he threw against Dallas in the divisional round. It was it the divisional, or was it the wild card round? It was the divisional round. In what, 2021, I think it was. It looked exactly the same. And I don't want to pounce on Jimmy G, because I wasn't a fan of that either. We all know the reason why he's in Vegas.
Right.
I mean, let's not sleep on that. I'm of the opinion that when you target Devontae Adams 20 times in a game, and Jacoby Myers gets targeted 12 times or whatever.
Yeah. Wait, it was like 34 between the two of them.
I said this to Cheeto Liners and Chris in our group chat. I said this 44 times that Jimmy G dropped back. 32 of the 44 that he dropped, them 32 targets went to Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams combined.
74%. 74% the passes went to one of them too.
So now what? I mean, your running game isn't working. You're basically staring down two receivers throughout the entire game. That is going to be so easy for defensive court. If we can see it,
easy.
If we can see it, man, D coordinators are seeing it with the ease. So it's like JJ, the thing, and we talked about this on the CTE podcast this past Friday. Can we get these guys on the CTE podcast, D?
Yeah, we could probably get them on, because I know Chris do his fan talk Friday at 10 o'clock. So
okay, we can
get them on for the CTE podcast.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We'll work that out.
And this is what we talked about. This is what we talked about. Josh Jacobs, although he was not incredibly used that much in terms of touches at Alabama, and he came out with the fresh legs, and we know about all of that. Josh Jacobs is not a speedster. He can run between the tackles. He can break away from you, but he's not going to be that guy that's just going to be an automatic home run threat when you see him get the ball. Right. What makes Josh Jacobs special is his elusiveness and his ability, and his vision, and his ability to get those yak yards. So for Josh, the type of runner that he is, he doesn't have to have A1 blocking to do what Josh Jacobs does, because of the elusiveness that he has shown us over the last couple of years. But when you miss the entire offseason, it's going to take you some time to get that back. And he even said it himself. I stayed in shape, but you can't replicate getting hit. You can't replicate having the pads on and the timing and all of that. So I'm not as concerned as some people may be about Josh. The only concern, or the biggest concern that I have, is him potentially getting hurt because of all of those nagging, because of the nagging soft tissue injuries that we see running backs get when they hold out like this. But I mean, and then for Devontae, did y'all hear what Devontae said the other day?
Well, I mean, I was going to get into that. He said he has no time to wait around.
My bad.
Number one. But I wanted to piggyback off what you said, Willie, when it comes to Josh Jacobs. Like I said before, it started to get going when it's up tempo. I think that's the way to get Josh Jacobs going. I think the momentum was there when it's up tempo. You have this offensive line that's going right back to the ball, and there's no defensive transitions when you're going into a no huddle. That gives you momentum. Your offensive line, that gives you momentum for your running back, and you're going at a faster pace where this defense is not ready. So it gives your offense continuity, plus it gives time for Josh Jacobs to figure out, okay, I'm seeing the same front that I saw in the last down, and you're not changing players on defense. Cool, I can run off of that. And I think Josh McDaniels forgot, like, listen, understand that you wanted to score really quickly, but at the same time, you should have came back out there instead of kicking that field goal. You still should have went for it on the fourth down. After that, if you would have gotten it on the fourth down, stay up tempo after that. You know what I'm saying? If things broke, don't fix it. That's the old term that everybody knows that I use a lot. And kind of Josh Jacobs tried to fix something that wasn't broke in that situation when we did go up tempo. So I think right now, if you're knowing that Jimmy G might not, knowing he's not going to play because of the concussion protocol, if you're Aiden O'Connell right now, you need to go up tempo with Aiden O'Connell. Was that to get Josh Jacobs going?
D, real quick, man.
Yeah.
D, real quick. We got some breaking news, man.
What's up?
Chandler Jones apparently has been taken to a hospital by the LV Fire Department and later transferred to a behavioral facility and will be transferred to a behavioral health facility or last week. That's what he said. It was against his will. And the beat goes on.
I mean, I saw a picture and a video of Chandler Jones, and he look like he's on crack. I'm sorry to say. He look like he's on drugs.
Oh,
Look, man, to go back what you were saying about the up-tempo, that's my frustration with Josh McDaniels right now. Like, you see what they're doing to you. You having trouble protecting Jimmy. This is the Pittsburgh game, right? Those D linemen are busting through there. Adjust to that shit. Throw a screen. Throw a quick pass. You have freaking Tucker. You know, that one play they did to DeAndre Carter where he got a big run off of that shit, right? Like, do shit like that. Throw them off. Right now, they're just so predictable that everybody knows it's either Adams or Myers. Adams or Myers. That, and then we hand it to JJ up in the middle every now and then. Or even running diagonally with JJ, trying to run around and shit. It's like, what the hell are you doing? And they have to pick it up. You don't see that urgency in him. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you're supposed to be getting this team down with this offense. And every time we took a step forward, it was backwards. Forward, backwards. And it's the same shit, bro. It's ridiculous.
So let me ask y'all this. So if you guys were besides the bad call, but what do you so going into this next game, what would your plan of attack be from just an offensive standpoint? So if you were Josh McDaniels, you know, what are you going to do? Like, what are things that you're going to implement? So I know, like Darian said, have some more tempo and things like that. So what are some other keys that you guys feel that could help us immediately? Like what can give our offense a spark? What can we do to get our running game? Because honestly, if we don't get our running game, it don't matter about anything else. Yeah. So do we need to shuffle some people? Does Van Roten need to be benched, or what needs to happen to get this running game going, and what needs to happen just holistically for offense to get things going?
I think. All right, so I'm gonna go first on this one because I did mention it, and I'm an offensive minded coach, number one. So the best way for your offensive line to get going is get out in the quick screens. Get out in the quick screens. Get them out in the jet sweeps. You have to use your talent in so many ways. And you have a speedster in DeAndre Carter. Get him out in wide receiver screens. Get the ball out of Jimmy G's hands quickly. After you get like five or 6 yards on a speedster from DeAndre, I think it's DeAndre Carter, if I'm not mistaken. Then you go right up the tempo and get some off tackle. Get some off tackle. You got to be balanced in the up tempo. You got to go no huddle. Simple as that. The first 10 plays on the first drive to get this offenses flowing. The first 10 plays that you script out, they have to be up tempo. There's not going back to the huddle, calling nothing. You have to have that ready to go. Simple, it's simple as that, because that's how you get your offensive juices flowing. That means that they don't have to worry about Jacoby Myers. They don't have to worry about Devontae Adams on them drives. You could go to Trey Tucker on the jet sweep on a second and 2 or manageable downs. You don't want to get into downs that's 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 11. You want to go into it 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 4, more manageable when it comes to it. So if you're Josh McDaniels right now, get Trey Tucker involved. Get on some tight end screens. Do a tight end screen to Michael Mayer and get him yards after the catch. Y'all must not. Anybody didn't watch Michael Mayer at Notre Dame? When he catch the ball, he could get the yak. He could get the yak. So tight end screens, you could do that. Even though, or you could go underneath a lot and mix it with the run, and then go over the top. And make them commit to being underneath, and then you go over the top. Even though that Jimmy G has the noodle arm, I mean, he did throw a nice little deep to Devontae Adams in Sunday night. But you got to get the juices flowing when it's up tempo. It gets the defense tired. It makes them force them to call timeouts. It's so many ways to dissect a defense. You just got to be creative in doing it.
Yeah, it definitely slowed Watt down. You know, if you watch that drive. Them boys slowed down.
Exactly.
They slowed down, man. It kind of took that.
It took that win from them for a little bit.
It did. It did. And it's like, and honestly, for the life of me, man, I don't understand why we don't do more screens, especially on teams that we know is going to blitz us.
Thank you. And they're putting 8, 9 dudes in the box. You know they're coming. They're not afraid of you going past them.
They don't even hide it.
No huddle doesn't sound desperate. If you look at the teams in the league right now, they're all up-tempo type of offenses, and that's how they get success in the league. A lot of teams go, even with the Miami Dolphins in themselves, most of the time when they scored them points,
you go in and out of it. You go in and out of it.
It was in and out. Even if they went to the huddle, Tua had the call. They got up there. It was still 19 seconds, and when they got to the line, made his adjustments by 10 seconds, the ball was snapped. Hello, that's what you call up tempo. And you don't have to be no huddle, but you have to be faster on offense.
Tempo. That's true.
That tempo, not necessarily, but that tempo, and that goes to if you ask Chris, what would we do? What do you think? I think you have to mix it up. I know a while ago we talked about how Gruden offense was very predictable, right? Yeah. And this is supposed to be different. I kid you not, bro. When we were watching this fucking game, we knew what we were gonna do. You can already tell. We were counting how many people were in the fucking box, and they weren't gonna switch it. Like, bro, if we did this right now, this would be better. If he switched it up. And the urgency. Have some fucking urgency on pride on the offense, bro. You know, complimentary football. He gets out there, get a 3 and out. Let's fucking go. Let's drive. Let's move. You know? Not fucking out there like, oh, lollygagging and shit like that. Like, oh, wait, come on, let's go do it again. Or it just has to be more hustle and then more fucking, like how Jerry was saying, more variety, so much less predictable. Right now, you can tell what we're doing. Everyone knows what we're doing. Mix it up, fucking end arounds, screens to the tight end, shit like that, you know? Even if you did screens with Tay, you want Tay to get the ball more? Let Tay do that, you know? Mix it up. But it's just too predictable right now. And I'm telling you right now, this game, I told you it's going to be a home game because LA is going to fill it up, Raider fans. But fucking Chargers can score. They might be fucking 1-2. But those boys average over 30, 34 points a game. If the offense don't come with it, we're going to get fucking blown out here.
The Chargers have the 3rd worst defense in the NFL. But none of that matters if everything that you guys have said doesn't materialize. It's an opportunity, in my opinion, for the Raiders to take advantage of what seems to be some obvious mismatch or matchup issues because of their inability to really get off the field. Now, D, I got to tell you this because you said something in the very first show that we did this year. You said you want to see a Raider defense that finishes no lower than 20. The Raiders right now are 17th in the league in defense. Imagine,
crazy, right?
Imagine if Derek Carr had that defense backing him up.
Yeah, so you lost me there, but I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't want to get into the Derek Carr thing. I really don't. I don't want to get into the Derek Carr thing.
Yeah,
but I mean, but
on.
at the same time, Derek Carr never had a top 17 defense. I'm just throwing it out there. Never. But I'm happy that the defense is not at 20 or below. I'm happy about that as of right now. I'm happy about that. That means our offense got to do the damn job because I think for the last 9 years when Derek Carr was here, we always said the defense was fucking terrible. We always said it. No matter who was the defensive coordinator, it was terrible. And the thing about it is, even with the fact that I didn't even like the second tender of John Gruden, I didn't like it, but the fact that man scored over 20, it was terrible, but we scored over 20 points a game.
24.
Unfortunately.
Guys, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. So we're struggling this year on offense. Last year, our offense was better than that playoff year that everyone loves to put on a pedestal. So let's
talk about my team like that, Chris.
Yeah, I'm just saying, let's keep it real. That 2021 team that you guys love. Last year we scored more points than that team, and we also gave up less points than them. So let's keep that clear. Gruden was not doing good. I don't know why all this talk about how much Gruden, how we would be doing so much better under Gruden. I don't think that's the case.
I'm not saying that we will. That wasn't the case. I'm just saying that even though I hated the second tender of John Gruden, I didn't want him there. But the fact that he was coaching and we was able to score more than 20 points a game with his regime, even though that we did struggle under him, that's a problem. The fact that we can't even get the 20 points with Josh McDaniels.
But do you guys think that? But okay, so I guess the question is: do you guys think that this is going to be the common theme all year, or do you think this is just we're just struggling to get going? Because me personally, I don't think this is where we're going to continue being. At some point, our running game is going to wake up, and then that's going to open up everything else. So I really don't think where we are now is what our offense is. But I could be wrong. I'm just curious what you guys think.
I would fucking hope not. I fucking hope this is not where our offense is. I think it does start off slow. It took forever to get going on Sunday. The week before against Buffalo was the opposite. It started off good, that one drive, and then it fucking disappeared. So I think it goes back to what Darian was saying, is the consistency. Where's the consistency in the offense and mixing it up? Like everyone says, mixing it up, taking what they're fucking giving you and start being the bully.
The game just be creative. If you won 6 Super Bowls with the New England Patriots, you was creative. Those 6 championships that you had, you was creative on offense. Where's that creativeness now? Yeah. You're being basic. You're playing Pop Warner football. That's exactly what this offense looked like in the first 3 weeks. It was Pop Warner football. You have to be creative in this league. Yes, it's a copycat league, but you got to learn how to adjust and make different calls and do different things to make sure your offense can keep going. As a former offensive coordinator, I could not be complacent. I could not be conservative. I had to be aggressive. You know why? Because every week I had to make sure I had to bring something different to the table. So now the defense didn't see something that we never saw before.
Yeah. And I get it. There has been his moments, like Chris said, that 4th and 1 where he fucking threw it. Fucking beautiful. Even when we went for the 2-point conversion, Michael Mayer was wide the fuck open. Was wide the fuck open.
Imagine if Devontae would have dropped that ball, how much y'all would have crucified him for that. So it's but then if he would have,
I was shocked, bro. I was one.
Yeah, but then if he would have ran the ball with Jacobs and it got stopped, y'all would have got mad at him.
But I think that goes back to the predictable and not being predictable. Everybody thought Jacobs was going to get the ball, so I can see where he can deviate from being predictable. So we need to see more of that shit. Does that make sense?
It shows in the formation how predictable we are. It shows in the formation. When you have Michael Mayer or a tight end as your fullback and not Jacob Johnson, and you see an I formation, which is Pop Warner football, if you see an I formation, you knew Josh Jacobs was getting the ball. You knew it. That's what I mean by predictable. If you see more than a lead blocker for Josh Jacobs with this offensive line, 90% of the time we're running the football. I called it multiple times on the live stream on Sunday night. I'm like, look, we're running the ball, even though the fullback is offset or he's directly in front of Josh Jacobs. 90% of the time, we ran the football
off tackle. I think for me, man, and I'm gonna get out of here after this, guys, and I appreciate y'all having me on. It's what's frustrating as hell is the fact that he being Josh McFraud is supposed to be this brilliant offensive mind, and everything that we have seen, like 98% of what we have seen has shown to be the opposite of that. And there's nothing wrong with being a copycat as long as you're copying the right cat. And the fact of the matter is that when you have arguably the best receiver in the league, you have last year's rushing champion on the offensive side of the ball. You have on the other side of the ball, you have one of the top 7 pass rushers in the league in Max Crosby. You have an improved secondary. I mean, when have we ever said that the Raiders secondary is much improved? I don't remember saying that for the last, I don't know how many years. And I hear people talking about it all the time. The Raiders have good pieces. The Raiders have a lot of talent. The Raiders can do this. The Raiders can do that. But it never comes together at the same time. That is nothing but coaching, fellas. That's what that is, nothing but coaching. So I have zero confidence, and I have like negative 70 confidence in Patrick Graham, and I have zero confidence in Josh McDaniels. And the only reason why he's at a 0 is because he did help engineer a team that won 6 Super Bowls in New England. That's it. Other than that, what have you done for me lately? And it's not much.
All right, my guy. Listen, I was gonna pull up the all 22. We was gonna talk about it in like the next couple of minutes or so. But how y'all feel about this now, knowing that? And I'm gonna let you go, but I'm gonna bring this to you too, Willie, as well. Okay. But how y'all feel about now, knowing that Josh McDaniels probably not going to go with Brian Hoyer? He's going to go with the rookie Aiden O'Connell because Jimmy G
is that official?
Well, I keep hearing reports from Hondo and other things saying that Jimmy G's still in concussion protocol. So, from what I'm hearing, is saying that Josh McDaniels don't want to go with Brian Hoyer as a starter, but they'd rather go with Aiden O'Connell than Brian Hoyer. Me personally, I would rather go with Aiden O'Connell than Brian Hoyer. The man been on all 32 NFL teams. I'm just saying, with the ball head that's probably shinier than mine when I shave it. I'm just saying, but I just had to throw that out there. Unfortunately,
don't ever get a bald head. I don't want to see you with a bald head.
Hey man,
that head ain't meant to
why
be
do you think
bald.
I wear hats?
Yeah, that head ain't meant to be bald.
You be bald if you want to be.
My hair.
You can't rock the baldy.
How you think I didn't cut it low? Because I'm already receding. That's why I'm letting it grow. I'm already receding a little bit. That's why I ain't cut it too low no more. I don't do that no more. But how y'all feel about this with Aiden O'Connell possibly being a starter going into LA? I mean, what are y'all thoughts about that? Possibly.
I'll start off real quick.
I think it would be a cool thing because there's no tape on him.
So it'll be the steady effect.
Preseason tape, but other than that, not no regular season tape.
That's what I'm saying. There's no real tape on him. Mm-hmm. That's an advantage. I mean, that kid can sling it. I mean, we saw what he did at Purdue. He was very good in the preseason, albeit it's the preseason, but he can sling it. He can sling it. He was in shootouts with Stroud from Ohio State and all the rest in the Big Ten.
Michigan.
I'm like, yo.
Oh yeah, just to tell you, Willie, Chris is a Michigan fan, unfortunately.
Yes, there you go. I'm a Michigan fan too, buddy.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go.
That backfired.
JJ Heisman. JJ Heisman. Let's go.
I gotta kick y'all off right now, man.
Go. You should have let us.
But it's always Raider Nation first. Come on, y'all. Y'all know that. But
hell no, man.
Look, man, I think
Michigan fans.
Brian Hoyer is only on the team to help with the development of the 2 quarterbacks is there now.
Yes.
He's not really. I mean, the dude can't even throw the ball 15 yards in the air, I don't think. So, no. It would be a worse. Aiden O'Connell will definitely give us the better chance to win should Jimmy G not be able to play.
Yep.
Chris, Cheeto Lions, how y'all feel about that? Probably Aiden O'Connell probably being the starter.
You know what? Given that, I don't think anybody's cleared concussion protocol this week after the first week. Jimmy's not going to play more than likely. If we're at that point, LA's not going to be hostile. It's not going to be hostile. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it for real. Based on how he played, see what the kid's got. Maybe his arm is stronger and he can stretch the field, and then that opens up the run game. You know, whatever to this point, whatever it's going to take, if that's what it's going to take for them to start doing differently and perform. I mean, if you follow the kid's story is amazing. He came in as a walk-on, you know, at Purdue, took over as the starting quarterback on a Big Ten conference team. You know, like Willie was saying, you know, he took on the Ohio States. He took on those teams, you know, and he did his thing.
He threw almost 530 yards in the Music City Bowl against Tennessee and beat us in the Music City Bowl.
See? So the kid has it in him. Some kids are just winners. You know, some kids are just winners. So if he goes out there and he does his thing, I'm all for it. Because like you said, at this point, what do we have to gain by throwing Hoyer in there when we know what Hoyer is and what Hoyer can do? You know, so let's just throw the kid in there and see what happens.
All right, bro. I know you gotta go, man. But thank you for coming on, man. I really do appreciate you taking the time in the last minute to hop on here and talk about it. But we do have a Commitment to Excellence podcast on Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully we can have the fellas on and we could talk more about this. But Willie, I appreciate you coming on last minute, bro. I really do.
Hey, man, no problem. You know I got you, bro. Hey, Chris,
and coming through, bro.
Yes, sir. Chris and Cheeto. Hey, man. Y'all keep doing your thing, man. Y'all are very impressive, man. Keep it up.
Yeah, you too, man. I appreciate it. We'll wrap some more, man, especially about Michigan. Now I got another soldier with me. I got another soldier with me.
All day long, baby. All day long, man. Y'all be good, man. I got to get out of here.
Take care, boss.
All right, appreciate it.
What's up, man? If he's on, that's the sister-in-law and all, but it's about that time, y'all. It is about that time. And I'm about to pull it up.
Before we start breaking down this film.
Okay.
So just my thoughts on O'Connell. So I definitely so I agree with you guys. He definitely needs to play. But I am a little hesitant though, because I don't want no situation where is Mac and Bosa are they still? I haven't watched the Chargers at all. Are they healthy? Are they playing? Because usually
they're playing, but they're a little banged up.
A factor in the 3 games. They have not been a factor.
But that don't mean they ain't gonna be a factor against us. Nobody's a factor until they play us. You know what I'm saying? But
true, right? We made this still current come back to life.
Shout out to Ron Jeremy in the comments. Right when I said break down some film, he comes up. Shout out to Ron Jeremy.
Yeah,
that's funny. But anyway,
no, the Charger defense. Go back to what you were saying. I do watch them because they're here or whatever. They haven't been what they were supposed to be, like they do every fucking year. The scary thing with the Chargers is that fucking quarterback and that offense. The thing that's saving us, Mike Williams got hurt. Right.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be Keenan Allen, and I believe they're going to throw the rookie in there because they got Palmer also. So you are going to see more of the speedster, more of the Quentin Johnson type shit.
So my point. So I think my biggest thing is I just want to make sure we don't stunt the kids' growth by just throwing them into a hostile environment. But I think this should be okay because this is truly our home opener. You know what I'm saying? This is truly our home opener. So the crowd will be for him. And it's sad to say, but right. I just want the kid to be in a situation where we could potentially get a run game going. Because I don't want him to come out there and throw 3 picks, and then you know how our fans are, man. They'll start turning on them. I want it to be a safe environment. There's no safe environments in NFL, but I just don't want to tank the kid yet, man. Living in Ohio, seeing what the Browns do to quarterbacks every year. Yeah. Like, let's wait till we get some stuff going. But
I remember Buffalo did that to a quarterback one year. They threw him in there. He threw like 7 picks or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, we ended up getting him. That was fucking what's his name that Gruden loved.
Who? Oh, Who was that?
What's the dude that Gruden picked up?
Oh my God!
that was our
Yes,
backup.
that was our backup. Yeah.
Of course.
Peterman.
Yeah, that was Peterman. That was Peterman who threw that shit, man.
Yeah,
threw five picks in like a quarter or something
crazy.
Like
that. Yeah, and then that's it. That actually ruined his confidence.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like,
yeah.
So that's my thing, man. I just want to, like I said, I want AOC to be able to come in and do well, but let's make sure it's the right situation. That's my biggest thing.
Gotcha.
Let's get to this film, Terry. I know you're ready.
I mean, sometimes you got to throw them into the fire for them to get success. Sometimes you got to do bad to be successful. I mean, look at Peyton Manning in his first year. He threw what? He threw how many interceptions in his first game, and he became the one quarterback to ever do it. Sometimes it has to be like that. I mean, I'm just saying.
But Peyton's a AI. He's an AI machine, man.
No, he is.
He's different, bro.
I couldn't stand that dude. If there was one great quarterback I can't stand,
Omaha.
I can't stand Peyton.
Charles Washington, calm down.
What'd he say?
Sound like Jackie Gleason.
Damn,
hey,
bro.
Man.
Peter,
Get off
man.
my neck.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
We got the all 22 right here. I don't know. Do y'all need me to zoom this up a little bit more, or let me know?
I'm good. I can see it.
You know what? Let me get out of here. I just can't see the comments. I'll put it full screen.
Yeah.
There you go. Y'all tell me some wild comment comes up. No, you're good now.
There's a way that you can kind of make it like full screen or some ish like that. I don't
you're
know
good.
how you do it.
It's my vision, dog. It's my vision. So as long as you do it like that, we're fine. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Let me remove this and bring it back. Okay, here we go.
There you go.
Cool. But this is basically just from the kickoff. So if y'all just want to rewind something back, just let me know. Because it shows it from this way and it shows it from other way as well. So
it does back and forth.
It shows from two different ways here. So this is basically just the kickoff of the game, which was a touchback. So we're gonna look at the defensive part of this game, man. The defensive.
I see a lot of black.
Okay, all right. So slow down. So
this is where you slow.
The first thing I see is who's 96?
Hold up.
You see all those black jerseys? I'm just saying.
Oh, you talking about in the crowd?
Okay.
So who's playing edge right there on the other side? Who's 96?
96. I think is that Rochelle?
That's Rochelle, bro.
See, I don't like having him up, man. I like because honestly, that's what so that's a.
This is like a 3. What did we call that shit last time? 3-3-5.
Like a 3-3-5.
Yeah. This is Graham's shit right here, right?
Here next to Max Crosby up on the line.
Yeah.
You got Spillane right here in the middle.
Man. Because Max is up too.
So this still might be a 4-2-5, but that's the thing. It looked like a 5-man alignment, don't it? With Rochelle, the 3 defensive backs, and then Max Crosby right here.
And the 2 ends up.
So like a 5-2? Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 corners.
That's a 3-4.
But who's the other 2 linebackers?
Rochelle and Max.
Yeah, I'm saying Rochelle. I mean, Max is actually that's what I'm saying. Max is really in a linebacker
position.
Yeah, because he's edge. You know what I'm saying? Like because that's the nose tackle in the center, and then you got those other guys. Those are ends, 3-4 ends.
Bilal Nichols right here next to him.
I know he's a 3-4 end.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, okay, so let's run this first play with Najee Harris. We could get it back 10 seconds. So,
but
see how he comes in, missed tackle. You got to make those.
Where did Marcus Epps come from? Let's rewind that back.
So
Marcus Epps is right here.
Yeah, Epps blitz,
like
man.
Epps.
Perfect timing. He just lost his feet.
He just lost his footing. But I like
that first tackle.
the point of attack from Orlando. I do like the point of attack.
John Jenkins played well. Look at him. He came
right there.
You got to do better than that, though, Epps.
Yeah,
who missed the second one? Bennett.
Yeah.
Epps and Bennett missed those tackles.
Yeah, Jacorian Bennett got to make that tackle. So let's go into the next. All right, so we seeing it from this way.
Now you can see who's on the line.
Yeah, so technically,
you see it before. Yeah, that's
Nichols. That's Rochelle. I'm trying to figure out who's that. Is that John?
That's Jenkins,
right?
Jenkins.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how it looks from this way and what gaps do they hit here.
Look at Epps hit that hole though. I like it. Like, see,
came in
you just gotta make
clean.
the tackle. Yeah,
He came in clean, and Jacorian Bennett got to make that tackle as well, knowing that Epps missed it.
yeah. You got to clean it up.
And you got to clean it up here. So this is the second down play. Now this is kind of like a twins. This is a 2 wide receiver set. So you see Jacorian Bennett and Marcus Peters here. Now this look like kind of like a 4-2-5 a little bit, because I mean we don't know what we don't. I can't. These are 2 linebackers right here. That's why I can't really say a 3-4.
I would still say inside backers. They're 2 inside backers with Max, and who's on the other end? Is it Rochelle still?
I don't think Rochelle. That's bad positioning for Rochelle for me. He should be inside.
That's what I'm saying. It's a 3-4.
Yeah.
All
right, they're up. Both of them are up. Max is down now.
Diablo is far up too, and that tackle.
That push.
Robert Spillane, you're right there, bro. You're literally right here. How do you miss that tackle, bro?
Get the other angle. Look at that.
Look, he goes through the wrong gap.
Well, I mean, the thing is, he was the take on that block.
Yeah,
I mean, because there was somebody coming, he had that block. Honestly,
well, look at the push the O-line gets, bro. Look at this.
Yeah, so there's nobody in this gap for real. You see where he's too far out for me.
Yeah,
nobody in this gap. So Spillane should have filled this gap right here, in which he did.
He did. The block was there.
Just vision by Najee Harris.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that play.
I'm not mad at that play. I thought from the angle that I saw, I thought he missed the gap.
Now here we
go. It's different.
Here we go.
Now it's different. Because I think I don't know if this is a 3rd down situation or not, but this definitely looks completely different with one receiver. But this is definitely a run play. No, this is the play that Bilal Nichols, he gets to swim over the top.
Oh yeah, Bilal did his thing.
This is Bilal Nichols on this play right here. Look, right off the ball, swim, boom. Here you go.
Look at that stop.
That's what I'm talking
about.
That's
what I'm talking about. See, that's the energy.
Penetrate.
3 and out.
Look, he's literally right here he's going to swim in the A gap. Swim right over the center in the guard. He's going to take on the guard and swim over the center. Right here. He's right in the A gap. Literally right there.
But the thing is, with Max being there, that that was nasty.
Bilal Nichols. That's the best I've seen you all year, bro. And I think that's on a 4th. I think that was 4th down.
3rd down. That was 3rd down.
Yeah, and this is where they punt the ball right here. So, I can't wait to see this offense. Oh, I cannot wait to see this offense.
The first series is sad. It's 3 and out.
Yeah, but I can't wait. I can't wait to show y'all. Which was in bad position right there. I think he should have just let that roll.
Well, Tyree Wilson wasn't in at all that first series.
Nope, he wasn't in that first. He wasn't in that first series at all. Nope.
I think he only played 11 snaps or 18 snaps.
Yeah, I don't think he played a lot of snaps at all.
In fact,
he was winded from being sick, right?
Yeah, he had an illness. Okay, so we are in shotgun set with 1, 2, 3, 4. Matter of fact, is that Austin Hooper and Michael Mayer right here? So we're in the 3 wide receiver set with 2 tight ends at split. So it's technically a 5 wide receiver set here.
Well, I think that's JJ at the bottom. It's an empty. So
that is JJ. Okay.
JJ, which I love. Like I love that because we needed more of that. The spread out.
Right.
Agreed. Okay.
Well, let's see what went wrong.
But let's see what Jimmy G does here. Because on this play, Myers was kind of open on this play. So let's look at it.
Kinda.
He was wide open.
JJ was
open.
Who's in the middle?
JJ was open.
This angle, you're not gonna really see Myers right here.
Doesn't go that back.
Whoa. Let's move that back.
The ball was already out. The ball is already out though.
Yeah, it was a quick throw. It was
it was a quick throw.
Yeah. I think the play was designed that way.
The play was designed for Devontae, what it looks like
he
here.
didn't even look that way. Yeah.
Hey, but to be honest though, the key to that play is I don't think Jimmy was expecting JJ to rush or TJ to rush. To be quite honest, he was probably surprised as hell that he rolled back in that zone because that could have been picked, honestly. If TJ took a better angle going
he
back
could
in the
have
zone,
made a bigger play on that. Yep.
Yeah, because I think that surprised him. He was like, oh damn.
Yeah, that was designed that. But this again, it's part of the script, right? You expect Watt to come. So
right. So in this situation here, right, you see that we have more offensive alignment to the right side of the field. You see this, right? It's the right side of the field, so you can tell that this is more predominantly going to run to the right side of the ball, knowing that you have two receivers to your left and you have your tight end here. I think Michael Mayer comes in motion in this situation, but look how Dylan Parham in this line get pushed back at the point of attack. This is the play I was talking about.
Boom.
Everybody just standing around.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't like the whole JJ ain't doing what he's supposed to do talk, man. It's
exactly
like I don't care if it was Marcus Allen, man. There's nothing there.
There's
nothing there, man.
There. And look at it here. Look at it here from this angle. This is the best angle to get it from.
Count how many people in the box. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that.
Austin Hooper.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. Go back.
How does Austin Hooper get to the second level before your offensive lineman do?
No, actually, no. The problem is, I think that Michael Mayer,
didn't get the block.
Yeah, Michael Mayer didn't. He missed his block.
And Dylan Parham's pull was too damn slow because he was already in the backfield. Watch when Dylan Parham pulls. He gets
like if Mayer goes inside, that is giving JJ a lead block.
There was nobody out him from the outside of block. Look, where's he going?
Yeah, he didn't see that properly.
And then that's it. That's the shit he has to learn. Yeah.
All right, so this is Hunter Renfrow right here, which Hunter Renfrow was covered in this play, but this is more like a 3 wide receiver set with the tight end to the left, shotgun formation for the Las Vegas Raiders offense up top. Myers comes in motion here.
Now they press Taylor. Look at that.
My thing is this: where's the fucking progression from Jimmy G?
That play should have went across the middle.
Like, I don't get it. He looks directly at at Devontae Adams. He does not
see that hold in the middle of the field. Did you see that hold on the safety?
Let's see how this offensive line holds up from this angle.
Look at it. Right there. See the guy underneath Renfrow? Who was that underneath Renfrow?
Who was underneath Renfrow?
Yeah, on this
Myers.
Probably Myers. Yeah, I think
that's what that ball should have went to. Look at
it. Was Myers, yup. They should have went to Myers right there.
But this goes back to, okay, that shit can't be true, right? That if McDaniels tells you to throw it to one person, that's who you have to throw it to.
No, it's not true. That's
okay.
That's
just Jimmy not looking.
A quarterback. That's just bad instincts from a quarterback.
But on the flip side, though, you got to think. Like, it's easy for us to say this, sitting down in our chair, drinking Modelo's. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't got, you know, JJ Watt, and we got to have this, like, timer going off. I mean, at the end of the day, if I'm JJ and it's like, hey, I got to make a play, I'm looking at my star. Like,
because initially,
too many broken tackles on his punt.
Initially, I see them covering Adams man.
Son Goddess, we got you, Son Goddess. We gonna get you together.
What they saying? Because I really can't see the chat while I'm watching the film.
I'm loving the breakdown. It helps me further understand the field, the game. We got
you.
We got you, man. We got you. But too many broken tackles on his
Way too many. Where's Bolden? Where's special teams guy?
Dog, don't get me started. That's Terrence's boy. That's Terrence's boy.
You know I had to,
Chris, man. All right, so that look more like a 4-2-5 here because you see 5 defensive backs. This is a 4-2-5. 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 6. So it's like a 4. I thought it was a 4-2-5. Yeah, it's a 4-2-5 here for the defense.
Yeah, because we got the nickel up there.
Yeah.
That's good defense.
That's good defense. That's actually a good way to
by everybody.
About Devon Diablo. That's good
by everybody. Even Trigger Trey. Even Trigger Trey got in there. Trigger Trey Morrick.
Look at that. Look at explain. There you go.
Trey get in there a little bit.
That's a good way to scrape over by Robert Splain there.
Yeah.
So we still in the 4-2-5 here.
Second down.
And here goes.
I don't understand why Max is there. Okay.
Technically, that's cover 2. That's the 4-2-5 cover 2 here. Because you see him right here. He goes strictly into the flat. That is a cover 2. Nothing behind you at all.
The coverage.
I don't think that was
See that coverage?
Coverage was really good on this defensive play.
That coverage was good, bro.
Yeah.
That was good coverage.
It gave Max enough time to go around. Look at.
Oh, just a oh! Did I just see a stunt here? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, they be stunting. They stunt.
They were stunting.
The defense line was playing, man.
Yo, yeah, Max Crosby was definitely like a high motor.
I don't think that was the crazy thing is I don't think that was a design stunt. I think Max just did his thing. Yeah, Max just did his thing.
This is more like a blitz from Robert Splain here. I don't know what formation this is, but it still looks like it probably like a back to that 4-3 is what you're saying. But this corner right here is up on the line, so
yes, that's a 4. There's only 2 lines.
5 people came in. Mm-hmm.
Get a rush out the pocket.
Good D.
That's good D by Nate Hobbs.
That's good D, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good D.
Nate. My boy Nate Hobbs.
And Nate Hobbs came from he was really down at the line too.
Mm-hmm.
And that was up against George Pickens, if I'm not mistaken, or Allen Robinson.
That was on Pickens.
Well, that was Calvin Austin. That was Calvin Austin. My bad.
And
so we get the ball back offensively.
Now we get to see some good Raider offense highlights on this drive.
I think it's the second drive when we score, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We got to get DeAndre Carter involved when it comes to the offense a little bit.
Oh, there go Brandon Bolden.
There you go.
Yeah, go ahead, Brandon Bolden.
Do your thing.
Look at Brandon Bolden up there. We getting our $2 million.
Yeah, man. I want to use DeAndre Carter more. He's got speed. He's got moves, bro.
All right,
here
so
we go.
This offense right here. So we don't see Hunter Ripper out on this play, but there's a 2 tight end set with Myers. Mostly 2 tight end set. It looked like it's going to. I think this was a pass, if I'm not mistaken.
Tucker down there, right?
Yep, that's Tucker down there. Yep, at the bottom.
Yeah.
Play action. Look straight to Devontae. He was open.
Wide open.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Trey Tucker was kind of open there too, because that safety left.
Yes.
Safety left to go look at
Devontae.
Yeah. Watch. He bailed out. 23 bailed out.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
go right.
Yeah, he did bail out.
If he would have threw that, if he would have threw that right over the logo.
Yeah. Or he would have pump faked to Devontae and gave Trey Tucker over the top. That would have been.
Did he have time to do all that, or did he have to throw it right away?
No, he had a nice
spot.
I'm not. But the thing is, I'm not mad at that play. That's good. I'm not mad at
play. He looked at the first wide open person that he saw.
Yeah, and let's keep it moving.
Now, when this is under center, 2 wide receivers set, which is Myers and Devontae Adams here. We got Mayer here. I mean, that's Austin Hooper. I'm sorry, Austin Hooper.
No, that's Mayer. And Hooper's on the line too.
It is Mayer.
Oh my God, man! Yeah,
I don't know how he got that handoff off. I thought he had the ball.
I did too, honestly.
Let's see how he got it off.
I think he threw it to him. Honestly, look at that. What is that? Rewind it slowly again, dog. Rewind it slowly.
You know what though? You know, I think that was a timing thing. I think Jimmy probably should have waited a split second longer to snap it. Gave Mayer time to get inside a little more. I think.
Well, do you think that I think that's more Andre James. I think he snapped it too early, in my opinion.
Cause look, if Mayer would have, you almost got to snap that when he's right in between the tackle and guard.
Yeah, I think Mayer was too far out before James snapped it. So it's kind of like miscommunication there. All right, we see Renfro right here, Raider Nation. We see Renfro right here. Let's see what is going on with this. 3 wide receivers.
Got Tay in the slot. Yeah.
Yeah, Devontae Adams comes out to be on the outside on the 40.
So cover 3.
2, 3. Boom. Tay. Perfect spot.
Yeah, that's a perfect spot for a cover 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's a perfect spot for a cover 3. Because even though Renfro was kind of open, but you want to, in a cover 3, you want to get it in between that safety and that corner. You want to split the defense when you throw that ball.
But in between
was
that
Jimmy
zone.
G right here. See, Hunter Renfrow was open though, but that linebacker was like kind of like being bait a little bit.
Yeah, but Tay's always gonna be the first look.
That was a good throw.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
That was a good throw.
Absolutely. Colton Miller don't do shit on
Look at
that
that
play.
run. Look at that. That was a nice run.
Colton Miller don't do shit on this play. He gets blown up.
Jermaine
block,
my boy Jermaine Illuminar. I like Illuminar.
Yeah, that's when they called Josh.
Oh, yeah. His knee was down. His knee
was down here. RC set.
I love that. I love when they do that.
Going out again. Yeah.
God, dog.
Him and Colton Miller. False start. That kind of like killed the drive a little bit.
No, we score on this one.
I said that's what I'm saying. It kind of killed the drive a little bit, but not much.
Look at that.
You don't move.
He was worried about that outside linebacker. Is that Highsmith he was worried about?
Yeah, I think Highsmith is what, 54 or 55, something like that.
56, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
on the blitz, steps up, throw.
Good play.
Nice throw.
Good play.
That's a good throw.
Let me rewind that back. I want to see other receivers open.
Not really.
Not really. Now, but
I mean, Tay kind of was like I'm telling you,
man,
like,
yeah.
the play calling is cool, man. It's like there's players open on every play.
When people say that Hunter Renfrow ain't getting the look, right there on that play, he couldn't get a look. He couldn't get a look on that play.
Yeah, but what
See from this here.
Look at that.
Yeah,
safety was a
great play.
Yeah.
Great play. Great play.
The safety was coming up over Renfrow, the linebacker underneath.
Mind you, we still in the first quarter. I mean, we just gonna do the first quarter, and this is the.
Oh, I hate when
by
they do that with
Good play by Jimmy.
I hate when they do that shit though.
The thing about it is, though, they try to say it was short. Remember, they try to say that shit was short.
Yeah.
He clearly got the first down there.
That was a heads up play because that gap was
But
wide
did you see Greg Van Roten push number 55 back at the point of attack right here? Right here, number 70. Watch this.
Boy, Chris, that's your boy. Look at that push.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nasty.
And maybe Jimmy should have got.
We need nasty blocks like that every damn down.
Should have went a little more outside with that. But
This is an I formation set right here. Meyer here comes in motion.
Look at this.
Beautiful call.
Look at this.
Beautiful.
You can't get me.
Adams had to come back to that though. I like that.
Yeah.
Adams had to come back to that.
But like this is the kind of stuff is like this is why I don't want to get on the train yet, man. Because sometimes it's like because I'm just saying like
that was a really good call. Look at everybody.
Yeah, it's like
I think
the consistency isn't there, but like sometimes it's just like man.
I like to throw because the safety was moving.
I think this play only happens right if Josh Jacobs pick up it didn't. If he didn't pick up that block, it would have been devastating.
Oh, Jacobs' pass block has been beautiful. He's been beautiful with the pass block all year.
That block was beautiful. I think Garoppolo would not get that off if Jacobs didn't pick up that block.
I think it's when Carter does the screen or whatever. You see Jacobs making a beautiful block as well. Jacobs is playing, bro. He's out there blocking when he needs to.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Daniel Carson, the best kicker in the league. I don't give a shit what nobody say.
That's the Hall of Fame DC right there.
That boy got a leg on him. Daniel Carson got a leg on him. Definitely do, man. Shout out to AJ Cole. AJ Cole, when I used to have it at Spotlight Raiders Talk, he did a little cameo for me. I had to figure out.
Yeah, I remember you used to have that in the beginning.
Yeah, I used to have it in the beginning when I had Spotlight. Yeah. He was like, I'm AJ Cole from Las Vegas Raiders, and then you are now watching the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Oh, I gotta get him to say Nothing But Raider podcast now. I gotta get him to say that. But all right, so here we go. And Devon, this is like another there go Tyree Wilson right here.
Tyree?
He's too wide. He was too wide on that. Let's run that back.
He looks slow when he runs.
Yeah, look,
he's powerful, but it looks slow.
Too wide.
Look at yeah.
He was too wide, and he got blocked by a running back too. Blocked by the tackle and a running back.
Yeah, there you got that.
Right, so this is Tyree Wilson here. Tyree Wilson is better with his hand in the dirt. I do not like Tyree Wilson standing up. He's too wide.
Man,
He's too wide.
Yeah.
He's better when he have his hand in the ground. All right, so Tyree Wilson is not in the game here. And this is a run by Jalen Warren. So who gets that tackle? That's Jenkins. I think it's on Jenkins. Number 90 is Jenkins, right?
No, 90 is Tillery.
Oh, that's Tillery with the tackle. Okay. Way to swarm to the ball, though. Malcolm Coops was in on that play, too.
Third down.
All right, third down. And
I think they get Bennett on the call here, don't they?
Maybe.
I think.
Oh, was that the BS call?
Let me see.
No, this is
this is a play. That's a touchdown.
Burn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This we got to look at that again.
Yeah, this is the one we thought he had to help, right? Or he just get burnt.
No, he got
so I don't know, Trayvon. What's Trey doing? He got the safety. He shouldn't have thought he had safety help.
He did not. He did not have
just one
man
safety
coverage.
high.
It looked like made coverage with one safety high.
Yeah. And that was on the opposite side
because Trayvon right here has the tight end.
He had the tight end, yeah. Mm-hmm. So that was one safety high. I mean, I get it, but you can't.
Hey, and that was a hell of a throw though by Pickens though.
Marcus Peters gave him the full inside from the rip.
Yeah, like you almost. Yeah, you can't give him that clear release inside.
Yeah, you can't give him that clear release inside. But shout out to the chat, y'all. Shout out to the chat. We going over the first quarter of the game. I am going to break down more of this since we have the all 22. I do want to see the rest of this game.
You know what? Before we get done with the film, forward it to Marcus Peters' interception, or almost should have had interception.
Okay, so this is was it on the next drive?
I believe it was on the next Steeler drive because on this one we don't do anything. Yeah.
Look, this is typically an I formation. This is a run, but Austin Hooper comes here, hands it off. He goes right into it. What is Grant Van Roten doing right there?
This is horrible.
Or Luminor, one of them. Let me see how this works.
Where's Jacob Johnson?
Jakob.
Yeah, that's on the Luminor.
Look at that. Oh.
TJ Watt.
Come on.
But you want to go to the Marcus Peters pick?
Yeah, or should have had pick. Yeah.
All right, so
that one was a miss. Yeah.
That was just bad communication with Amir Abdullah. So I think it's on this drive, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so too. Yeah. Because then after this, we just hold them to field goals. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we just hold them to field goals here. So
yeah.
AJ Cole, another big foot and leg that he has. But this Calvin Austin is a speedster. He's a speedster for real.
Oh, you saw it on that pass. That boy got wheels.
Yeah, he got wheels. All right, so this is a 4-2. This is a real 4-2-5 right here. Because they even got Masterson in the game.
Yeah, Masterson came in. Here it is.
Oh my God! Oh, Marcus Peters, you got me, Marcus Peters. You look directly at Kenny Pickett the whole time.
He knew it. He knew he had it, bro. He knew
it. He played it so well. Oh my God, yo, he played it so well.
Especially after giving up that big play, if he would have made this one.
Look, he went right off his man. And Joe, that is a pick six, yo.
Nothing but. Look at that.
That is a pick six.
This is the view I had actually watching it from the stadium. I was looking at it from this side.
Oh my God, bro. He looked right at 83 to come out the flat right here.
I don't like.
It was I didn't even get that pick. Oh, you know how would it change the game for that?
Yeah.
You don't like Tillery on the edge. You've been saying that.
Yeah, I don't like Tillery at end. Like not at a 4-3 end.
Mm-hmm.
But my God, bro,
wild, right?
For Marcus Peters, for real, my God.
I'm telling you, bro.
Oh, I can't wait
Queen B, what up,
film,
girl?
Man. I can't wait to do this film. But that's some of the film that we wanted to break down from that first quarter. I know you're going to look at it some more because I know that film is like an hour and like 30 minutes of game film.
Yeah,
I wasn't here all night breaking that down. But from what y'all saw in that first quarter, like quick thoughts. Well, I mean, I was going into the second quarter as well, but quick thoughts of that quick breakdown of the all 22.
I think I go back to what I said in the beginning about the D doing a good job and the offense just not being consistent, from that first quarter, from that first quarter right there. The D did their thing, other than that big play they gave up, that was on Marcus Peters, we knew getting him, that was going to happen occasionally, he's not as fast as he used to be, but yeah. I like what I see the potential in the offense. I don't know, something's got to click if it's, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Chris, what's your thoughts on it?
I mean, first quarter is kind of hard to say, is because it really wasn't the meat and potatoes of the game. But the defense played well. Besides, giving up that long play, they came out with good energy. I think, until we figure out that run block, man, just that for some reason we just don't got that dog mentality when we're run blocking. So I don't know. So it's just one of those things. We just got to figure it out, huh?
Is it timing? Like, what is it? Like, even in that one where they got blown.
I mean, timing. I think. I mean, it is part timing. But it's also like, part of run blocking is all about like mano, like just beat the guy in front of you, because it's not like we're doing a whole bunch of zone concepts. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of power. So it's like, you know who you're going to block before the snap happens, and you just got to beat that guy. And it's like, we're not winning those one-on-one matchups.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm gonna look at more of this film tonight and do a little bit more breakdown of it. And I might just watch it from the phone now instead of being in front of this computer, because I am going to lay down and I got to be up at like 4:30 in the morning on my time.
There was more mixed formations than maybe I realized in the first quarter.
Right.
Even when we see Lucas go out to the outside. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first quarter was pretty solid for us. I'm not going to be honest. I think that it was pretty solid for us in that first quarter. But John Rader said he has a question: who gets fired first, Brandon Stanley or McDaniels? Week 4, will Ayton?
The loser
is going to get fired, bro.
or will Justin get McDaniels fired? You know what?
So for our hope, I hope it's Staley.
But the thing is, Justin Herbert. I mean, Herbert's playing good. So
Herbert's playing good.
Yeah,
Herbert's playing good, but like Brandon Staley's play call. We talk about Josh McDaniels' play calling. Now Brandon Staley's play calling is just fucking terrible. His
but hold on, though. I don't even think his play calling is bad. I don't even think Staley. It's not even as bad. I just think his situational shit, like why are you going for it at this point? Like, why are you going for it when you're at your own 12-yard line? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like stuff like that for him. But I mean, if you think about it, they got one of the top offenses in the league, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They put a point.
But Brandon,
he don't call the plays though, because
he don't call the plays. But I just think the decision making in situational, situational decisions is hindering him right now.
Because he's supposed to be.
But what I will tell you, Brandon Staley would have went for that 4th and 4.
Shit.
I mean,
he would have 4th and 12.
I'm not going to think about that one. I don't know if he'll go for it, bro. I don't know.
Staley?
I don't think he will.
Oh, hell yeah. Staley don't give a damn.
I will go with any other coach in the league.
Oh, nah.
I will not pick Brandon Staley to say go for it. No, you know why? Because Brandon Staley is the same one decided not to go for the field goal not to go for the field goal and just go for it on 4th down for both of our teams to be in the playoffs that year. And he decided.
That's what I'm saying. He's overly aggressive.
No, I'm sorry.
Nah, honestly, they should have beat us that game. He should have kicked that field goal.
We're still with that. They should, but they didn't.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's overly aggressive. So that 4th and 4 would have been nothing for him. He'd been like, hold my beer. So he would have been holding my beer if it's 4th and 15.
Honestly, I think any other fucking coach would have went for it, but McDaniels that day.
And that's crazy because he's an offensive guy. Like if it was a defensive coach, like I said, like the Jets coach or something, I would understand. But not an offensive coach, man.
I think the most frustrating part was the feel for it.
Like you have to have something in your back pocket that can get you 4.
Yes, exactly, bro. 4 fucking yards.
There's so many offensive play calls that you could call on a 4th.
That's your whole playbook. You know everything. You have everything.
No, I was everything.
I mean, not everything, but
about 75% of your offense.
Yeah,
at least 75%.
It's not like it was long. It's 4 fucking yards. He's got to have those plays in the book.
Yeah, you gotta see. That's where it comes into training camp and comes into preseason for situational things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you practice during the week in them situations, especially on like 4th and 4s or 4th and 3s or whatever. Do we really see Brandon Staley getting fired though? I mean, he's on the cusp. He's on the cusp of being fired. But I think he might be out of here if the Chargers don't make the playoffs this year. He's out of here.
Oh, bro, they have way too much talent not to fucking be.
I mean, if they make the playoffs and they can't get past the wild card or divisional, I think Brandon Staley's out of there.
Oh yeah. It depends on how if they make it and they lose, it depends how they lose. If they blow another fucking lead or choke like they did last year.
Well, like they did last year, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing with Staley is you got a up and comer that a lot of people want to see a head coach anyway, right under you with Kellen Moore. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? Like someone like McDaniels, like if we lose him, then what? Who we go to? Rob Ryan or you know, like realistically
to coach the team.
At the end of the year, it is some coaches out there that's going to be looking like a Dan Quinn or Raheem Moser, even Raheem Morris. I mean, not Morris, Moser. Raheem Morris. I think Raheem Morris is a good head coach.
Where's he at now? He's still Tampa Bay. Where's he at?
He's the defensive coordinator with the Los Angeles Rams right now. He's defensive coordinator there, but there's a few young offensive coordinators that you could look at. I forgot the offensive coordinator's name from Miami. They're looking at him. It's a few the guy Raider Scout. His Instagram is back up. It's called lvraiders.scouting or something like that. But he did put on his Twitter a list of coaches' names. I did name them on the Reaction Monday. Can't think of it off the top, but I know Dan Quinn was on that and Raheem Morris was on that list. But there was some other notable names if you do decide to fire Josh McDaniels. But for me, I think if you decide to, I don't think it will happen, but if you decide to fire Josh McDaniels, I think you should go younger with your offense, with your offensive-minded coach.
Hey, Chris,
let me ask you this:
Hardball.
Nah. Leave Hardball alone. Harball's good where he's at.
No, it's not even that, Chris. I don't think Harbaugh don't want to come back to the NFL.
Oh no, I was just
he keeps flirting with it, and it pisses me off as a Michigan fan. And flirt.
That's why I say it. Because
he
he
does
does
that down and refute all them reports. That's what I don't like about it. But
he does flirt with it.
I don't want Harbaugh to be the Raiders coach at all. Because because honestly, I think there's a certain coaching style that works well with like pros, and I think like Harbaugh would be good for a short time, but after a while, it's like
I think he likes the control that he has in college football when it comes to recruiting and the transfer portal. He knows how to run a college football team without. Now, in the NFL, it's a little bit different. You got to go through your owner, your GM, or who you want to draft and who they want in the draft too. It's totally different.
And plus, you can't
Harbaugh need to stay in college, man.
You can't talk to millionaires making more money than you any type of way, and that's why I always laugh when people are like
about prime.
When people are always like, let's go get prime time. Like, no,
that's exactly why he ain't gonna do it.
For one, he would never go to the NFL because it would be a disaster.
He don't want to coach there.
It would be a disaster anyway. Like
he said it himself.
All them little riddles and stuff ain't gonna work for a guy that's making
millions,
all the millions. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now, when you got a kid, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing with Prime at Colorado, his main thing was like, look, if I don't want you, I'm gonna get rid of you type of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
if you don't go with my culture, I'm gonna get. You can't do that in
And
the
you
NFL.
can't do that in the NFL,
Yeah,
you know, because you
man.
got contracts involved in the salary cap when you release people.
Exactly.
It's
Like
too
if
much
someone
of a
don't listen to you,
headache.
you can't just be like, go. Like, oh, I don't want none of my players wearing chains or whatever. You know, like he has rules.
Yeah.
I don't
His
want my
rules like
players
that.
wearing black socks or whatever. It's like you can't honestly, and that's why Urban Meyer didn't really work at Jacksonville. Like he was yelling at these grown ass men, and they looking at
Like
him
they were
like
fucking college kids. Yeah.
yeah, like he kicked the kicker. You know what I'm saying? It's like that ain't gonna work, man.
And that's why
That
he's
was not
on. I think it's college football game day on Fox, if I'm not mistaken. That's why he's an analyst in college football, because that's where his success is at, basically. But
Nick Saban, he didn't do well. I mean, NFL's not for everybody, man.
No, it's not. It's definitely a different monster because coaching athletes.
It's for some coaches, but not all coaches.
Yeah, not all.
If you want to come in,
not all
be,
college coaches.
If you want to be a college football coach and come in and be a coordinator, now I'm fine with that.
Start there.
You know who it was for? Was
but
Pete Carroll.
coming to get a head coach.
Pete Carroll, yeah.
Pete Carroll did it. He had that coach, though. He had that culture in USC, and then he brought that shit up to Seattle.
Pete Carroll is just a good coach because he relates to the players better than almost anybody
in the league, damn near.
Yeah, I don't think nobody relates to the players better than him. Now
they love playing for that dude.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Playing for that dude. Yeah,
but you know, we just have to wait and see. It's still 3 weeks into the season.
It's
a long year. So we might come back to this and look at this and be like, oh shit. Well, you just never know. I'm trying my best to be optimistic, but I'm like I said, I'm worried. I'm like with Chris. I got the ticket, but I'm not on the train yet.
Nah, you on the train. Nah, you've been on the train.
No. If I was on the train,
I thought you was up front.
If I was on the train, I would have been playing on the midnight train to Georgia with Gladys Knights in the Pips. Okay.
You thought he was riding with Maine
in Georgia? Yeah, I would have been playing that. But I'm not on the train.
Where you at? Are you on the train already?
I told you already. I commented on your thing. I got a token, so I'm patiently waiting. I bought the token.
So wait, I mean, but you're on the train though. Like you got the token.
I got the token. I'm just trying to see what time we're leaving. Yeah.
Okay, but are you like? So you're leaving? Like you're already there? Or are you gonna wait for the game?
No. I'm waiting for the game, of course.
Okay.
I know what? Not even this game. I still want to see more better from. Like we saw earlier in the season. We predicted 10, 11 wins, whatever. I don't give a fuck if we're 6, 7 wins. But if we fucking compete and they're showing it and we're just missing here and there, I'm cool with that shit. I'm cool with another year of this, you know? But if we get blown out like we did in Buffalo.
Now I'm going to say this. This is going to determine when I get on the train. Week 10. Week 10. That's when
I think
I'm gonna know way before then. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna know way before
week 10 because
what's week 10? Is that Miami?
Yeah, that's Miami. That's week 10. I'm definitely riding the train, buddy.
Trading your ticket. Just worry about partying when we go to Miami. Just worry about partying.
I don't even want to think about the Raiders going to that game because you got to fill in that high power offense if they healthy around week 10, bro.
I'm watching the replay of Denver Miami right now,
Chris. Listen, I don't care. Listen, I want to be drunk at the game because I got a feeling about this game with Miami. I just want to be drunk.
Bro.
Watch us come out and win that game,
bro. Like honestly, I was so drunk at the daggone Saints game last year. I wasn't even mad. I had such a good time.
I'm trying to be.
I had such a good time.
I'm trying to be.
And then after the game, I went out on Bourbon Street and partied some more. Everybody else was all pissed. I'm like, I ain't gonna let these Raiders mess up my damn day. I had a hell of a time. I don't care what nobody say, man.
I did, dog. I did.
I'm like going to wake up with 100 points. No, I am not, man. If I listen, I'm not going to wake up with 100 points. Absolutely not. Nope.
100 points.
Beat the Chargers, and who lost by 2 to the Dolphins. We have a chance in week 10. Hey,
we beat the Chargers.
I ain't throwing it out there to the universe yet. But
you never fucking know. You look at what happens,
man. It's all about this run game. If we just for some point get this run game going, it's going to be way different than y'all think, man.
Mm-hmm. But it's got to get going, though, bro.
Yeah, it's
like
Jimmy has to throw 44
going.
times, and it's going to be.
Our offensive line got to get better, and the run game got to get better, just overall. So once our offensive line gets the clicking, then we see the holes open up for Josh Jacobs, and you see more comfortability from our quarterback as well with the offensive line. So,
Josh
with that being said, y'all, what?
I don't think you could even do that shit in Madden, bro. Okay.
Y'all, I think I put up 100. I think I put 100 on somebody before though.
In Madden or Tecmo Bowl?
Wait, was it an online game?
Yeah, but it was my friend though. It was my friend. It was one of my friends. In fact, it was the Denver fan that came on my show after the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, I would have quit. I put
100 piece on him. I put 100 piece in a biscuit.
Playing when you listen, I would have quit at 50.
I ain't let him. I don't
think I would ever play again.
If you wouldn't have let me, Chris,
I
would have turned my whole system off.
It was like, let's run it. Nope.
I would have forced it. I would have turned my system off.
Like,
I would never have played again, dog, if I lost 100. The same for me. I would have been.
No, it's that, and also
100-0.
Hey, wow. but you also know when you're up by 21 points in the first quarter, that little screen that comes up.
Yeah. The friendly.
I love getting them with that. It'd be like, it'd be like, it basically said like, you suck. You might not want to play anymore, type thing.
Yeah.
Like, consider not playing no more. Whatever it says.
Listen, if I don't score no points by like the second quarter, and you up like 35-40, I'm quitting.
It gives you the option. It gives you the friendly out, right?
Yeah, Chris is
I don't care.
If Chris ever does that to me and he doesn't force
I'm not letting you quit.
I am unplugging my system. Fuck him. I am unplugging my system. I'm gonna force that shit to happen.
Man, I was going for 2-point conversions. I'm like,
right,
man.
No, Chris was probably going for it on like 4th and 21.
I had like 7 pick sixes. Like I was just killing it.
That is just terrible. I would have been.
It was nasty work.
After the third pick, I would have quit. The third pick is enough.
I had more interceptions than he had points.
That's wild.
Sad. That's sad.
And I wouldn't let
hurry up and get your PS5, dog.
That is sad. Oh my god, that is sad. But
you need to get your next gen console so we can play, dog. You can't crossplay till you get
I'm gonna do you the same way.
Oh, we'll find out. Oh, no, you won't. No, you won't.
Man, when I get the new Xbox, then we can crossplay. I gotta get the new Xbox. I gotta get it.
I'm very nice. But the thing is, I only play with the Raiders. That's
me
it.
Too. Me too.
But like
that's
all
my
that
ultimate
stuff,
team.
Like,
yeah.
The only time I don't play with the Raiders if I try to career out for the first time, just to see if I do get drafted to the Raiders, just to see if that happens.
You know that
never happens that way.
A lot more.
Then when I don't get drafted, I will restart the whole shit.
I'll be like, I demand a trade.
I demand a trade. Right?
I want to get traded. Fuck this place.
Yep. I'm not even playing a preseason game or nothing. Just trade me after the draft. Fuck it.
I'll be like, hey, I ain't got time for all this.
I ain't got time for all this.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I will start the whole career over if I don't get drafted. If I get drafted, it was one time that actually I think it was a couple years ago this happened, and I got drafted to the fucking Chiefs. I said, "Fuck no!"
It's like restart. We ain't doing this.
Delete the whole franchise mode savings. No, I deleted all that. I said no. I can't wear that ugly ass red. I just can't do it. Can't do it. But
I'm glad the NCAA is coming back out.
I can't wait.
Ice always pick the team with the best colors. Just because I used to want to look sweet out there.
Well, back then I used to create remember you were able to create your own university at one point?
Yeah.
That was dope. I used to have all my friends, my cousins, and all I used to have the whole neighborhood on one team. Like,
actually, back then you can
make your own team.
You was able to you started off in high school, right?
Yeah.
You start off in high school.
And then you picked a college you wanted to go to.
And then you had the recruits that try to recruit you to the schools. That was fun. That was fun.
They could even make teams.
NCAA.
Yeah.
They knew what they was doing, man. Like,
remember you used to make teams? They had people who would make the Remember the Titans teams and shit like that.
Yeah.
And you download those.
Create your own university.
Yeah, that was hard.
That shit was wild.
Man, that was fun, man. That was fun. You know what though? I still might listen. I might have to go to my uncle's house. I think he has the old Xbox. I might have to go get NCAA 14. I might have to just go get it just to fucking play it. Fuck that. I might have to just do it.
That one had old boy from Michigan on the cover.
Yeah. What's his name?
Quarterback. What was his name?
2014, Chris.
What's his name for the quarterback you guys had? Yeah.
Oh, that was
Denard Robinson.
Shoelace.
Shoelace.
Oh boy, man.
Yeah.
Ja Rader's a Lakers fan, y'all. Just to let y'all know, Ja Rader's a Lakers fan. Chris, you ready? I mean, not Chris. Leo, you ready for me to go back to doing NBA games again, brother?
Oh yeah, for sure, dog.
Oh man, them NBA games was lit, man. I was getting numbers on them NBA games, man. The numbers was real. Oh my god,
the Warriors Lakers series. Man,
I can say all the games, even the Knicks and Miami series. I had like 40K views on that shit. Like it was crazy. Like NBA is probably like what my channel is based off of. I will be completely honest, but we're gonna head out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna head out of here. Episode 35 is in the books. We're gonna wait it out and get ready for week 4, baby. Week 4. A division rival, the Chargers. We going to SoFi Stadium. We going to black out that goddamn stadium.
Cheeto, you going to that game?
You know it, dog. It's my birthday month. It starts that day. So
shit.
Yeah, you better spin. Hey, listen, I gotta get the Shane McMahon theme song for Cheeto Linus. Here comes the money. Money. Yeah, because you got money like that, bruh. You got money like that.
Oh man,
but let them know where they can find y'all at, man, because y'all know y'all got a lot of stuff coming up on your channels as well.
Protect the Shield podcast, baby. Y'all know where to find me on all platforms, man. You know, I'm trying to get my Twitter up. You know, holler at me on there. A lot of you guys do, man. So I appreciate seeing.
Did you start tweeting for
friendly...
real?
Huh?
You started tweeting for real?
Yeah. I've been tweeting a little bit. You know, I'm tweeting. A little bit. You know, I'm trying to shy away from Facebook, man.
I don't mean to cut y'all off, but my Philadelphia Phillies just made the wild card on a walk-off in the 9th inning. Let's go. Let's go, Phillies. Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's about time y'all
gotta get that out, man.
It's about time y'all join the playoffs. Dodgers over here waiting like, hey, man, when the playoffs start.
Last year. What you mean? You know, just in the World Series last year off the wild card.
We'll see.
Yeah, how about them Dodgers try to make it to the World Series, unlike us? I mean, we've been there.
You've been there, but you lost.
Talk that talk.
Yeah, but when the last time the Dodgers been in a World Series?
2020, we won.
Please. That's 3 years ago. What have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately?
We won it. You lost it. What have you done?
We've been there.
But you lost it.
There.
But you lost.
You had the best roster in baseball and you couldn't get there.
You lost.
Doesn't matter. We can't listen. My Phillies is overachieving every year. We're
the first thing you said was, "What have you done for me lately?"
Yeah, but what have you done for me lately? Meaning that the Dodgers have not been there in 3 years. 3 years. Yeah, y'all won it 3 years ago, but y'all have not been there in 3 years, and y'all still have the best roster in baseball.
When was the last time the Phillies won it?
It doesn't matter. We've been there, and we've been there, and we didn't get swept. It came down to a game 6. We was competing. When the Dodgers don't compete, the Dodgers look pitiful. I'm just saying.
Look at Randy coming in in the fourth quarter.
Randy, my boy.
Randy, you'd have missed all the goods, man.
You missed all the goods.
Broke down tape and everything, man.
Hey, Carolinas, I hope we see y'all in the World Series. I just really hope we see y'all there.
You can't see us in the World Series. We're the same league.
We see y'all some way, somehow. Somehow.
I don't even watch baseball. Last time I watched baseball was back when Darryl Strawberry played. That's
with the Mets or with the Dodgers?
I like both, man. The Mets, that was a young Darryl. That was young Darryl. But I like the Dodgers too.
The Mets is abysmal now. The Mets is they are bad of a franchise at this point.
I couldn't even tell you one play. I probably can't name 5 baseball players. I really can't. Like I love that whole like I said, like that Daryl Strawberry days. You know, me being in Ohio, I used to like Barry Larkin, the Reds.
Oh, from the Reds, the big red machine with Eric Davis. Yeah,
that shows how long it's been. Like,
that was
I like Oakland. I liked Ricky and Jose and Mark. You know,
and Mark McGuire.
Yeah, I like that. That was my era of baseball. But
Ricky Henderson back in the 80s. Yeah.
But Lions, let them know where they can find you at, man.
Oh, y'all can find me Cheeto Linus on YouTube, on Instagram. We'll be doing the other show tomorrow. We probably won't go live this week. I don't know. We might just put that shit up later. We'll see. I'm trying to get one of the Oost Nation dudes to come on so I can show them love for the hospitality.
Fire new content, by the way. Fire new content. I love it.
Oh, you saw that video?
I did. That was fire.
Yeah, that was fire, man. I thought you did it. Your day. So speaking of
speaking of the Oos. Speaking of
the Oos, what is good, Samoan Raider? What is going on, my guy?
Up, bro. And we're gonna do it again this weekend with them, bro. They're having another party on Saturday, the night before the game.
I'm trying to get Samoan Raider on my show too, man. I slid on him a long time ago.
I gotta tell you this, bro. I watched your video. I watched your recap, and I felt how you felt, bro. I felt how you. I felt how you felt. I felt the brokenness in your heart, bro. I felt it. I felt it.
Yeah, that shit.
It's real,
Shout
man.
out to Samoan Raider, man. Shout out to him. He's one of the goats on the the YouTube thing, man. He's one of the goats. Respectfully, salute to you, my guy. But
literally just talking about him. Literally,
and a cool ass person when you meet him in fucking person. I kid you not, bro.
You know what?
Like
the only reason why I would come to the West Coast, like to go to a game, to meet like a guy like Samoan Raider. He's so freaking humble, bro. He's a humble guy.
I was only able to get Mr. Fitz on the show. He was mad cool, man. Real.
I told him about that when we were kicking it at the lounge on Friday. About like,
that was my
Christmas show. Yeah, he's a dude. He's a cool ass dude too, bro.
Absolutely, man. But make sure y'all follow us on here, NBR Pod, on Twitter and in Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you want to find us on social media is Nothing But Raider Podcast. Really appreciate everybody coming through. We broke down some game film. Shout out to Willie for Shakeback Media Group, aka the Commitment to Excellent Podcast, for coming on too. I thought this was a fire show, especially with the All-22 being out at the right time. I thought that was perfect, and hopefully it be like that most of the time, so we can do that on Tuesdays as well. But Ingold having a great time in Miami. So Samoan Raider says, man, it was a tough loss, Ooze, especially because I was delusional thinking we would be great. But yeah, we definitely got to link. We definitely got to link sometime, bro. We definitely got to. I know you're a busy man. You're a father. You do all this stuff. And I appreciate your grind, man. I appreciate your grind. I think that's where I get my grind from, because how you do it, to be completely honest. But shout out to everybody, man. We really do appreciate y'all coming through. If y'all do want to watch the playback, make sure y'all watch the playback. We really appreciate y'all. Follow Protect the Shield podcast. Follow Cheeto Liners on all social medias here, man. Subscribe to their channels. The links are in the description. We are out of here. Comment, like, and subscribe. Same time, same place is Nothing But Raider Podcast. I might do the Thursday night football game on this channel. I'm not too sure yet, because I got some other endeavors that hopefully they come through. If they don't, I'll do Thursday night football. But we out of here, y'all, and we'll see y'all next week. Same time, same place. It's the Raiders, baby. Raiders.
Black Sunday on Sunday, baby. Don't forget that shit. We're going to black out that place.
Facts. We out here. This episode of Nothing But Raiders Podcast is sponsored by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the #1 platform to browse, discover, and experience the best events in town, and all in the palm of your hand. From heart-pounding concerts that can make you dance to nail-biting sports games that can keep you on the edge of your seat, SeatGeek has it all. From exclusive deals and personalized recommendations tailored just for you. Use our promo code SRT and get $20 off your first purchase. So join the movement. SeatGeek. Get up, get out, and get tickets.